So this video is just a quick rundown regarding the 4 main settings that are found within the Valeton GP200. And we're going to enter this by pressing the parameter knob, and then you press it again and you've got your drop down menu. And I have seen people ask this, how do you set your CTRL? How do you set your knobs? This is basically it. You have each of the 4 options there. So knob 1 to 3 is these here, these 3 that you can choose to have different effects assigned. You'll notice it's here. You turn it to choose which effect that you want it to be assigned to, and you can see it's already got one, green overdrive, and I can choose to have it one of the effects on that pedal to be the knob. And if I exit, as you can see, I can now adjust my distortions gain. But let's say I want to set this one. So if you press parameter, you go to module 2. Let's say I want this one to be the distortions. Ooh, too far. There we go. The distortions tone. Set it to tone, hit back, and there you go. You can do that for any of the effects that you have set up, and it is that simple to do. You can do any of these 3 for anything that you wish in your chain. Expression settings. Here, what you would do while remaining on this page, you press the parameter switch, you see it lights up. Turn the knob to go over, and just the same way you did for the knobs, you would find your wah pedal. And you can see it set there. Minimum range is 0, maximum range 100. And that's exactly what you want. See, look, you can choose what you want it to be. You would keep it on range. Now, if you want to now get this to assign your expression pedal to be the wah, you would go down to CTRL settings, and then here you can then choose where you want it to activate. And this is the beauty part. Staying on CTRL 1, move over to the wah, press the parameter, then move over to volume, press parameter. So now CTRL 1 will turn off volume, turn on wah. Right, now let me demonstrate how that sounds. So let's turn off the modulator and the delay. There we go. Right now there is no wah. Turn it on. I want to switch it off. It is that simple. And doesn't have to be wah on CTRL1. You can assign any of the effects to turn on. So let's say I want to change page. So you see the bottom left, page CTRL1, CTRL2. Let's say I want my modulator, which is set to chorus, to turn on. Now, using external buttons, now it turns on. Turn off. But let's say at the same time, I want my distortion to turn off when I switch on my modulator. There you go. I want to switch it back. I want the wah. And that is how you would set the CTRLs. And again, you can do that with any effect that you wish to use. If I go back to the expression settings, that is how you would want it done. You would have on the expression 1A, parameter 1 is your volume, and then parameter 2 would be your wah of choice. minimum range 0, maximum range 100. And then assigning that to a switch, you can then switch between your volume and wah, just like that. Now for the effects loop, however, I've gone to one of my custom patches which houses one of those external overdrives. Now you'll notice the effects loop is located between the EQ and the cabinet. So let's go down to effects loop. You notice send position 8, return position 8. So this is without it, and this is with it. Now, the send level is basically the volume of the pedal. You hear that? And in a return position, you'll notice I'm changing the location. But as I do that, it does change how it sounds. And this is fun because you can basically put any pedal that you wish, doesn't matter whether it's an overdrive, a delay, or a reverb, or a chorus. You can put any pedal into the effects loop and choose which position you want it to be. And if you go to the other side, I keep it in series, which is basically where it runs as if it is within the chain itself. And if I go to different pedals, you can see they're all set to position 8. If I change banks, you see this one is set on position 7, and this one here, look, position 6, different bank, position 5, position 6. You can chop and change it wherever you wish, which is great because it means you can either stack delays, or you can have your favorite overdrive or your favorite distortion, whatever pedal, and you can then integrate it within the mixture. So hopefully this video has given you that little bit of extra insight into creating your patches regarding setting your wah, or setting different effects to turn on and off with different control settings, or even preparing which effects and which of those individual settings you want to edit on the main screen. As you can see here on one of mine, I've got the modulators on one, got delay on another, and this is set to drop tune for me. Those will be in other videos regarding how these effects are done. But I hope you enjoy this, and if there's any questions, feel free to drop a message and I will get to them as quickly as I can.